This is 5 on your side at 5. Focused on you.
There's a new chapter to the St. Louis Public Schools bus driver saga. This week, teachers and staff received an email asking if they would be bus drivers this fall. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kelly Jackson. Thanks for joining us. The district has been struggling for months to make sure they have enough bus drivers. The email sent out yesterday asked staff members if any of them have commercial bus driving experience. 5 on your side's Annie Krall is live in St. Louis after speaking with school administrators about the shortage. Annie.
That's right, Kelly. When that email first went out, it went out to everyone, including teachers, asking if they have a bus driver's license. And when the district now talks to us, they said that that email should not have gone out to everyone. It should have only gone out to non-instructional staff. And what we want to say is that the initiatives that these bus drivers and school districts have come up with have become more and more creative. They want to make sure that there are enough drivers for when that school year finally does start back up. But back in May, they told families that they could even get cash for driving their own children to and from school. Then the email went out, as we said last night, to all district employees, including teachers, asking if they had any interest in also being bus drivers. Some initial outrage at first, but today the district wanted to backpedal and say that the email was not intended for teachers. I spoke today with the leader of a local charter school as well, Lift for Life Academy. Marshall Cohen says he understands why St. Louis Public Schools might even make such a request.
You need transportation to get to and from school. We started hearing about, well, we can't do this route or we have to double it up. You know, those are tough. And, you know, the parents don't want their children on the bus for, 3-4 hours. So we did what we had to do. I mean, it was all, it's just not me driving, but it was all hands on deck.
I spoke with the district just late this afternoon. They did want to confirm again that that email on Thursday was only supposed to be for non-instructional staff or anyone who already has a commercial driver's license and might be interested in driving a bus, not to mention someone who might be interested in their free training to get a CDL. Reporting live in St. Louis, Annie Krall, 5 on your side.
No word yet on the conditions of the people injured in this crash in the Metro East. This was the scene earlier today on Interstate 64 near New Baden. The crash involving 2 semis caused a massive backup on the westbound lanes. Illinois State Police say 2 people are injured. They're still investigating what caused it. We have an update to a story we have been following in Kirkwood. The City Council has approved a resolution to request the St. Louis County Department of Transportation lower the speed limit on Big Bend Road. The speed limit is currently 35 or 40 miles an hour, but residents say people are driving too fast and it's getting dangerous. The city wants the speed limit dropped to 30 miles an hour between Interstate 270 and the city limits. New police spy tools are coming to South St. Louis City. The Department of Justice is paying to expand ShotSpotter, audio sensors, and license plate readers to help police zero in on shooters. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, is live in Dutchtown, where those mics and cameras will go up. Mark.
Kelly, police and detectives will soon get an instant alert anytime someone fires a gunshot in this area. And people who live in this part of South City tell us they hear gunshots an awful lot, but rarely call police to report it. Those who do often may not know exactly where that shot came from. It's hard for them to really zero in on the precise location. Executives at Sound Thinking, the company behind ShotSpotter, tell us their audio tools are incredibly precise. They triangulate loud percussion sounds and alert police to something within an 80-foot radius. Often officers arrive on scene there to find gun casings right there within 10 to 20 feet of that pinpoint on the map. But at City Hall, some skeptical aldermen have questions about false alarms or other ways these spy tools might backfire.
Does the technology only narrow down to gunfire? There have been reports where other cities that use this technology, a firework has been deployed and there's been a police response to that firework, and there was the potential for civil liberties to be violated in that case.
In order for actual trust, we have to have actual data. I want to know how many arrests did that help you make? How many convictions came from that? And I know that that's what people in the community want to know.
And that's one big blind spot in the data we do have right now, is how many of these ShotSpotter alerts actually lead to arrests or convictions. Aldermen do see increasing evidence that police officers under Chief Tracy are doing more work on scene to collect those shell casings, analyze them for fingerprints or other evidence, and try to close in on cases, even if they don't close those cases out. We'll hear more from Chief Tracy briefly and an expert, an academic who studies this kind of surveillance tonight at 6. Live in Dutchtown, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.
Take a look at the site inside St. Louis City Hall. Dozens wearing orange today to raise awareness about the lives lost to gun violence. They're calling this Wear Orange Weekend. Advocates attended this morning's Board of Aldermen meeting and shared their stories with city leaders. An effort to compensate families affected by radiation contamination in North St. Louis may be dead. The Radiation Exposure Compensation Act, known as RECA, expires today. And because Congress isn't in session, the act will not be renewed. Missouri lawmakers and advocates fought to add an amendment to the National Defense Authorization Act that would have extended and expanded RECA to include local victims of radioactive contamination living near the Westlake landfill and Coldwater Creek. At 6, we take a closer look at how advocates are still trying to find a path forward. Another great day as we look live at Busch Stadium downtown. The Cardinals take on the Rockies tonight, but 2 rounds of rain are expected tomorrow. Meteorologist Jim Castillo is here with the weather first forecast. Hey, Jim.
Yeah, hi, Kelly. So on this Friday, you know, it's dry and we're mostly sunny no matter where you look. So even the start of the game, a little bit on the hot side. 90 was the high, 6 degrees from that record of 96, and it'll be about 86 at the start of the Cardinals game. Right now we're at 88, and that humidity, boy, very low, comfortable at 27%. But yes, chance of rain during the overnight hours tonight. Here's just a look at about 4:15 a.m. Put that in motion. And anytime during the overnight hours, this complex of storms moves our way, showers, some thunder, expecting it to be sub-severe with this first round of rain in here. And then we get a nice break. I'd say late morning in here, a nice dry period. Then we're watching the afternoon and evening, and some of those cells could be severe. So again, the evening hours, a marginal low level 1 risk of severe weather. I'll time this out further coming up in just a few minutes.
An urgent warning from Kia, why the automaker doesn't even want you to park its recalled vehicles in a garage.
History was made today to honor a Chinatown that existed in downtown St. Louis for nearly a century. I'm Michelle Lee. I'll have the details coming up.
The Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk is tomorrow morning in Tower Grove Park, and our very own Kay Quinn will be the MC starting at 9 a.m. Money Ray supports breast cancer research, care, and screening. 5 on Your Side has been a partner with the walk for more than 25 years. You can register by heading to the story in the As Seen on TV section of KSDK.com or text Komen to 314-425-5355 and we'll send you a link.